Yeah, but all of my characters are very different, and they're this is going to sound crazy, they're kind of born in my head. Like all of a sudden, one day, there's this character, and I don't know where they came from, and they're there, and they have a name, and they start chatting with me and telling me I've got this story to tell. And usually it's at an extremely inconvenient time in which I cannot deal with them at the moment because either I'm finishing up an old book or, I'm doing something else. And it's like, okay, I've got you. Just, and in that period of time that I'm doing the other things before I can get to my next, work that I'm going to start, they're developing. And I need medication probably. I have like conversations with them. I dream about them. I feel like I have breakfast with them every morning. They're there. They're just there. And every now and then they make noises and it's like, I can't get to you yet. But then when it's time, like I finally finished up this project and now I'm open, it's like words just start, like I have to get to the computer and just start typing. In terms of like developing them, I just really try to make them as three-dimensional as possible. I think about me. And if I were in this situation, or if it wasn't me, if it was maybe someone that I know well that is so different from me. Like my mother and I see life from two completely different standpoints, like opposites. We're so different. So sometimes I think, okay, stand in mom's shoes. How does she see this? How does she feel? How does she react? Or I try to put myself into the shoes of a man, my husband, an engineer, someone who sees life so different from me. What do we see? What do we feel? And I often play the what if game in my mind. So in Sunflowers Beneath the Snow, I have a scene where a woman is very hungry. She's living in Ukraine during the time that the Soviet Union was and she had no food and hadn't had food in days. So she's hungry. Well, I've never been that hungry, but I've been hungry. I know what hunger feels like, right? So I start out with, what do I know? Well, I know what hunger feels like. Okay, that's an afternoon of hunger. What would a day of hunger feel like? What would a week of hunger feel like? What am I willing to do when it's been 2 weeks? How far would I go? What would I do? Could I do? Should I do? And those are the kinds of questions I ask, and then I take my character there.